Hi guys. Even though you know that lifting is good for your physical and mental health, even though you might have some long term physical goals and you enjoy lifting, still it's hard to go to the gym every single day, or at least when you're supposed to. And sometimes you would like to have some extra motivation to feel that drive to actually leave your house and go to the gym and lift. And that's exactly what I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm going to share with you some tips that you can follow to feel that excitement, that enjoyment of the gym. So let's begin, let's directly start. The first thing that you can do is to find a partner, to find a gym bro. Now, first of all, it's harder to skip the gym if someone is expecting you, right? So maybe in the night before or in the morning, you can text that person and say, well, let's go to the gym at that hour. So that's he or she is expecting you. So it's like you've made a promise to that person and you've made a promise to yourself that you're gonna actually go to the gym and lift. So that's a great thing. Secondly, obviously you're going to choose someone that you enjoy being with, someone that you like. So you're just going to have a great time with that person. You're going to spend a good time. So it's going to add extra motivation, even more excitement to go to the gym and meet that person that you enjoy being with. And that's even more powerful if he or if she has some serious lifting goals, because then you're going to push each other at the gym. You know, it's going to be like those extra reps at the end of the set where you push each other, where she helps you to get those few repetitions, those few partial repetitions. So that's perfect. So find someone, find a partner with who you can actually lift hard, lift seriously, and have a great time. Now, the second thing that you can do is just listening to music. Now, I personally feel that the power of music is underrated, underestimated. It's so powerful. So, if you listen to some good music, personally, I do it on my way to the gym, it just motivates you. You know, it makes you want to go outside, makes you want to destroy yourself, to really exert yourself. So, of course, listen to some music you enjoy. Personally, I can listen to anything. It can be like summer hits, like Starships from Nicki Minaj. It can be some hardstyle music that you hear in the TikTok edits. It can be anything, and that really gets me going. Really something that makes me want to lift, to train, and to exert myself. Now, I've talked about TikTok edits, which leads me to my next point. The next thing you can do is actually watch TikTok edits, you know, some motivational edits on TikTok or Instagram Reels, whatever. Sometimes it can really hype you. Now, from an exterior perspective, it seems a bit silly, you know, a bit cliche, you know, those motivational edits like, well, you go to the gym every single day, on no days off. But if it works for you, then go for it. And personally, what I prefer about those edits is the music, because as I just told you a few minutes ago, the power of music, in my opinion, is underrated. But if you prefer watching whole edits of, I don't know, Chris Bumstead, David Goggins, then go for it. If it motivates you, that's perfect. And I get it. Sometimes if you see, I don't know, C-Bum training or Sam Sulek with good music, with good editing, it makes you want to lift. It makes you want to destroy yourself. The next thing is drinking coffee or some kind of pre-workout. Now, I'm not advising you to become caffeine addicted. That's surely not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that if you drink coffee before a workout, if you drink any kind of caffeine, it's going to motivate you, firstly, because you're going to release more dopamine. Just the caffeine in your bloodstream is going to make you release more dopamine, which is the hormone involved in motivation. It's going to make you want to move your body, to exert yourself. And there's also the placebo effect, where even before drinking the whole pre-workout, the whole coffee, you're gonna feel stronger, you're gonna feel better, you're gonna feel sharper, and you're gonna feel the excitement, like, I've taken that coffee, now I have to exert myself to go to the gym, I have to use that power, that energy. So that's exactly what you're trying to get. So if it helps you, go for it. Now, of course, I'm not advising you to become caffeine addicted again. You should know, you should be responsible with that kind of thing. You should know by yourself if your caffeine consumption is reasonable. If it helps you to get that drive, to get that motivation, that excitement to go to the gym, then take some coffee, man. Now, what you can also do is to choose good clothes. Clothes in which you really feel like you feel awesome. You feel you have some kind of drip. You feel beautiful. You feel good looking. Now, of course, if you cannot afford it, don't take it. It's just some silly kind of thing. It looks a bit stupid. But if it helps you, if you can afford it, then just buy some nice clothes in which you feel comfortable and badass. Now, the next thing is to imagine yourself, to visualize. Imagine yourself in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years, if you continue to go to the gym every single day, or at least when you're supposed to. And I'm telling you, you're gonna become a freaking beast. You're gonna become a monster if you go to the gym for 2 years, for 5 years. You're gonna become fitter, stronger, healthier, bigger, I don't know, whatever your goal is, you're just gonna become a beast. And I talked about this in the video, how to reduce your screen time. I was saying that the most important thing is to have a goal. If you want to reduce your screen time and you don't really think about it, then you're not gonna achieve anything. Whereas if you have a clear goal in mind, like I want to reduce my screen time by half, by a third, I want to get down to, I don't know, 3 hours of screen time daily, then you have something tangible. And that's what you're looking for in lifting also. So imagine yourself in 5 years, you being jacked, being, I don't know, lean, being whatever you want. But, and that's the next advice, you need to fall in love with the process. If you have long-term goals like becoming leaner or becoming stronger, but you don't like actually lifting weights, maybe it's not for you. Maybe you should try another activity, another sport, but don't lift if you don't enjoy it. Now, as I said in the beginning of the video, if you enjoy lifting, still sometimes it's hard to feel that drive, that motivation. That's why I've made this video. But you need to fall in love with the process. You need to remind yourself, why do you like lifting so much? It can be because you purely like to lift weights from a point A to a point B. It can be because you enjoy having a pump. It can be because you like exerting yourself in general. It can be because of all these reasons, whatever. Remind yourself, why do you like going to the gym? Why do you like lifting? Now, some people may say, well, if you struggle to go to the gym because you don't feel motivated, you don't need extra motivation, you need discipline. That's the kind of motto we see on the internet sometimes. Like, whoa, motivation is for little kids, discipline is for full-grown men. And I kind of agree with it, because in fact, discipline is when you go to work, when you go train, when you go do things that nobody wants to do, regardless of your feelings, regardless of external circumstances. But at the same time, if you can get some extra motivation, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you take it? Because indeed, if you're motivated, if you're happy, if you're excited to do something, you're just gonna have an easier time. And you can be the most serious, the most disciplined, the toughest guy on earth. If you enjoy what you're doing, you're just gonna be more productive. It makes sense. Therefore, even though you need discipline to build a strong mindset, to have a powerful mind, still, you can get some extra motivation, because motivation is actually the key for productivity and for your overall enjoyment of what you're doing. If you're motivated, you're going to enjoy what you're doing, you're going to be more productive. Now, if you've came this far into the video, congratulations, you have a great attention span, something that is rare nowadays. If you enjoyed the video, you can leave a like, you can subscribe to my channel as well, click the bell button, and I see you next time.